Her background's television, but there was always music. A major Lazer project was huge exposure, but maybe she wasn't ready then. Now she is. Zia Benjamin center stage on ER's Ladies' Night.
Get high for me, missing me born to be high. I was born to be, born to climb.
Changing tune. Former TV producer/director pouring sometimes painful personal experience into her songs. Among Zia Benjamin's small screen credits, Business Access and Mission Catwalk.
There's a misconception that, creatives are only creative in one capacity. I've always been multifaceted in my creativity. From when I was a little girl, I was turning to music as my sanctuary. It's always been my sanctuary. It's just know that I'm stepping, in front of the camera with it, I guess.
Benjamin introduced the music producer Rory Stonelove by another of his female collaborators. A nice move by another woman since, as Zia says, she wants to promote female solidarity within the music industry. Zia's and Rory's efforts resulting in a track called No Fame.
It's calling my name, tried to get me.
What do I bring to the plate? The only thing that I can bring to the plate is my honesty. I think the best music is honest music. It comes from the heart. No Fame was incredibly honest for me. I actually didn't expect it to come out first. It was more of a freestyle, I was leaving Rory's studio. This is the first day that Rory and I recorded, by the way. I walked into his studio, he's like, why is this little uptown white girl walking into my studio? And I'm like, first of all, I'm mixed. Second of all, you need to listen to me sing and I can write and I have something to say.
Is it money or you want to be seen?
I didn't know you had white singers in Jamaica at the time. Then get to understand, say, a father black and a mother white. And see it. So then I heard a voice, and voice was a knockout. I was like, wow, voice wicked.
No fortune, no fame for me.
She's very, very professional because you have enough system when we record. Don't really take things seriously. They think about the visual first. Oh, the video gonna look like this, gonna look like that, and even think about how the actual production of the voice is gonna sound like. So with Zia now, she made sure her vocal was as best as it could be at the time. And even now, she's still growing as a vocalist. Her voice is getting better and better and better.
I love that life, you see.
And I was really freestyling my frustrations with the industry. I was freestyling about my heartache, but also questioning my authenticity. And that was a big deal for me, whether I want to be in front of the camera and what are my motives for being in front of the camera. Do you want to be a star? Is that all it is? Or is it something more? What are you going to bring to the plate?
Her mom, a German who impulsively moved to Jamaica, where she met Zia's dad, a Dominican.
She tells me the story, she woke up with the radio playing and Wake Up and Live by Marley was playing on the radio, and it was a freezing cold day out, night snow, and she decided, I have to change my life. And at 21, she did not even speak. She spoke high school English. She got on a plane, came to Jamaica, and completely changed her life. And that is the influence that Jamaican music has on people. I feel like I am a direct manifestation of the influence of Jamaican music, and therefore Jamaica is in my blood, it's in my sweat, it's in my tears, and I give my life to this country, and I feel like I'm as Jamaican as you can say.
Before meeting Rory, one of her early tracks heard by Diplo of Major Lazer.
And Diplo is writing me, girl, you sound like Billie Holiday, let's do some music. And then after that I'm talking to record labels, and this was in a matter of less than a month. And I knew nothing about music. I just knew singing in my bedroom. I had been writing my entire life, but I was never a musician. I was a poet who could sing.
Get high for me, missing me born to be high.
Her voice, the bridge on the huge Major Lazer hit, Jet Blue Jet.
But at the same time, my name wasn't on the song. And, I don't really want to go into the details of that because it's still something I'm working on, trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. But at the same time, it's one of two things. I knew that I think at that stage I was unprepared for that fame because I didn't know how to sing. And also, even though I love the song, it wasn't necessarily the direction that I wanted to go with my music.
No way.
Everything in its time, but producers also liking what they saw, which was nice, but also a sore spot for the inexperienced youngster.
You know, it's something good. Like, obviously, like, you're marketable. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and be like, boy, I wish I was ugly so that, you know, I could just really sing and people would listen to just my voice. No, let's be real. They see the potential in pretty and they don't necessarily want to know what you have to say. It's really funny because the first time that a record label showed interest in me, they got my then manager to ask me for a photo shoot. The first photo shoot was on the beach in a bikini. Now, we're Jamaican and I have no problem in being on the beach in a bikini, but that should not be my first photo shoot. I have a voice.
You gain the fame without losing your soul.
With her TV background, Zia had no problem directing her own music video for No Fame, an all-woman production.
Even my editor is a woman, and I think that challenges the concept in Jamaica that women can't work together. Everybody always has to compete. No.
Done hair, very slick, and the track getting airplay.
The little girl that's writing on her arms in the video, that's me when I was a child. Like, I was going to country, like, writing all over myself with marker because I had lyrics in my head from that age. And you cannot look at somebody who has that much passion and that much importance in their dream and just be like, it's all about looks and, you know, we're just gonna make you a brand. You can't do that. That's foolishness.
No way, no way, no way.
The story behind No Fame, clearly a painful topic.
I don't really want to talk about the details of my experience. Even though music for me has always been my sanctuary, it turned me off of music for a very long time. In fact, going back to Rory's studio was like, I hadn't sang in like months, like almost a year I hadn't sang. After that experience, I was so frustrated and so turned off and like so angry, and I walked into Rory's studio and yeah, like that's where No Fame came from.
High on that mediocrity.
Lots of singing stuff in the pipeline and non-stop songwriting. Her big dream to cut a track for James Bond, but right now working with Rory.
Doing a song is one thing, but the team is all about your team. So she's going to have to realize that you have 100%. You have 100%, and then you're gonna have to start sharing that 100% to go forward. You can't be selfish and feel say, and keep 100%, and it's gonna happen. You know, you have to like say, boy, 10% for somebody who can do this, 10% for somebody who can do that. So it's just like if I was here, I say, boy, all that 50% and give the other 50 to people who can make things happen. That's the game I would play.
Listen out for Zia Benjamin, and yes, she's Jamaican.
Like, I just want to work, like I'm just trying to be better, and I think the only thing that I can offer is humanity and the fact that like this is a work in progress and y'all just have to like, you know, try it with me, I guess.
I love that life, you see. Love a one night, high heels and Hennessy.